For the 6-year fleeing, Scotland has outperformed the otherwise of the UK in engaging visitors to its visitor attractions. Edinburgh is the top UK purpose external London, but the entire nation is use of a travel revival. So why is Scotland stamping over its way? While it comes to the big numbers, he's the cities how are very drive up the statistics. London brought 64 millionth visitors, so he's slight miracle at boasting the UK's top 10 guest attractions in regulation of numbers. But the 11th and 12th slots were both of in Edinburgh, in the Domestic Museum of Scotland and Edinburgh Loch for the at first period chalking up more than rather than 2 millionth visits apiece in 2017. On to St. Bernard Donoghue, CEO of the Associate of Guideline Guest Attractions. Human beings include length requested to go there, but new air means of communication and the drop in the importance of full R help. Same UK and Scotland in special is an aspirational purpose. He says he's on almost all's trading listing, they wish to go there at several spot. New air means of communication and Scotland proper more than affordable has done how more than of an prospect. He as well believes Scotland is reaping the dividend distribution of year of invest in main attractions. Same Domestic Museum of Scotland, for sample. For the at first period in a quantity of year, all of its galleries were outdoor following year of restoration. How intended it was capable to this himself to the planet again, he told. Glasgow's lot loved Kelvin Grove Art Balcony and Museum and the impressive Shore Transportation Museum that outdoor in 2011 every welcomed more than rather than 1.3 millionth human beings via their doors recent year but less, informally run attractions in the main cities as well benefited. Mare Sarshoot, a warren of Lie Gateway iced in period in Edinburgh, saw its numbers growth 9% to more than rather than 245,000. The fall sees the discovery of the new V&A Dundee, specific to BL's must-see purpose for lot nomadic people. The travel segment has length been known to how a big TV or movie hit can paint in visitors, and Scotland is cash in on the successful of Stranger. The adventures of a 1940s nursing, transportable behind in period to the Jacobite rebellions in the Highlands, has seized the imaginations of millions of fans world. Down there's no lack of little round operators prepared to manual them about shooting locations or sites immersed in the story of the time. The Glenfinnan Memorial to the Fall Jacobite Klansmen saw a 58% growth in guest numbers recent year, achieving almost 400,000. Neighbouring is else movie travel prospect, the Glenfinnan Overpass, done renowned by the Hogwarts Courier in the Harry Potter films. Historical environmental Scotland include seen a very considerable growth in several of their properties, castles that normally are famous but not attended by thousands of human beings. Since of the successful of Stranger, for sample, they've seen a actual increase in movie travel, told St. Bernard Donoghue. 10 years ago it was a comparatively so kept open secret, offering circular path, frequently on solitary track roads, via stunning landscape in the far polar of Scotland. But no more than. Now named as the Polar Shore 500, it has been wisely marketed as one of the planet's large way trips. The roads are busier currently. Supercars, vacationer vans and visitor buses are a overall view, creation, a prosperity for business community on the path. In the at first year following its start in 2015, one research alleged the NC 500 brought an additional 29,000 visitors to the area, generative £9 meter in income. Things love the Polar Shore 500 are fabulous at receive human beings to go off of the centre waste and investigate components of Scotland they might not include previous deliberate, says St. Bernard Donoghue. And wherever do the drivers go while you requirement to halt and extend their legs? In Verwee Kindergarten in Wester Ross, maybe, wherever the numbers of human beings break to delight its old trees and exotic seedling jumped by an spectacular 110% in 2017. Travel can be sensitive to world events. 2016 was a hard year in bomber attacks in France and Belgium mind to include been over a big fall in visitors upcoming of Europe. The domestic travel organization Visit Scotland was established how while numbers selected up, Scotland was top on the listing of priorities. Visit Scotland's Travel Understanding Officer Chris Greenwood says the 2017 attention was on story, legacy and archaeology. While visitors believe on Scotland, they believe on scenery, they believe on legacy and civilization, he explainable. Or they believe on the human beings, the heat of greed. The is supported up via the print, if you believe on films and TV programs on Scotland, stranger for sample. In the topic down there was a consecutive sale of legacy and attractions and as well the story as so. Down there was a powerful food representation. How was really attractive to visitors. Recent years saw a new world sale campaigning, searching to capitalize on growing markets. Game of golf and vodka include length been main beginnings of Scotland the mark, but the communication is more extensive rather than how. In several components, capacity visitors include how type of portrait brands, plaid, game of golf vodka, such brands they connect in Scotch legacy. But down there are as well a lot of human beings who see modern Scotland, who see trading opportunities in Glasgow or affair activities in Fortress William, explainable Chris. Which I see is a oneness during the travel segment in Scotland, upcoming along an insight which the guest as necessary, and creature agile, nimble and capable to adjust to how, and how is which is departure to hold Scotland competition in the next.